Hello guys, my name is Akshima Agarwal. Today we are going to discuss some Python shortcuts. The very first one is walrus operator, which is also known as assignment expression operator. Now, what is the function of the walrus operator? See, if we want to assign a value to a variable and in the same line I want to print that value in the output screen, then I can able to do with the help of only walrus operator. Simply, if we can say we are declaring a variable and we are assigning the value. And if I want to print that value, I need to use the print function in the next line and pass that variable. Now, with the help of the walrus operator, I can reduce my lines of code into one. See this example. We have used the print function. Author is the variable name. And we have assigned the value with the help of this walrus operator. Now let's run this code to see the output. Variable, use the walrus operator, assign the value. Now let's run the code. Now you are able to see the output in the output screen. Now don't confuse that author is a local variable. It is not a local variable. We are able to use the author in any of the other line. See, if I want to print author again, I can also do. See, we are able to use this variable in any other line of the code as per our requirement. Now see the next shortcut. Now the next shortcut is we are able to assign multiple values to the multiple variables in the same line. See, we have the multiple variables, that is A, B, and C, and we have the multiple values. Now we are able to assign hello to A, hi to B, greeting to C. Now let's run this code in the Python interface to see the output. C equal to, I'm just taking now let's print the value one by one. See whether the value is assigned to that variable or not. Print A, print B, print C. Now let's run the code. Now you can check the output, race, get, and car. So we have assigned the values to the different variables with the help of only one line. Now see the next shortcut. Now in the next shortcut, we are able to combine all the elements present inside the various iterators. Now, what are the iterators? Iterators are the holders which consist of sequence of items like list, tuple, and set. Now these are the iterators. Now we are able to combine all the elements present inside these iterators with the help of this asterisk sign. See this example. We have a list A which consists of 3 elements. Tuple B consists of other 3 elements. Set C consists of other 3 elements. Now I want to combine all the elements present in these 3 iterators into one list. by using this asterisk sign. Now let's run these lines of code in the Python interface to see the output. The asterisk sign. Let's print L. Let's run the code. Now you are able to see we have combined all the elements present inside the list, tuple and set. See the next shortcut. Next is loop with index. Now what I want, we have a list that is LT. Now I want the elements which are present inside the list with its index. Now I want to print all the elements of the list with its index. Now how I can do this? With the help of the enumerate function. So the output should be index 0 has A element, 1 has B, 2 has C, 3 has B. Now let's run these lines of code in the Python interface. Take 3 elements and use the for loop for index, comma, value in enumerate. So just passing the name of the list and print index, comma, value. Run the code. Now you are able to see the output 0A, 1B, 2C. Now see the next shortcut. Now we are able to merge two different dictionaries with the help of this sign. See, we have D1 dictionary and D2 dictionary. What I want, all the elements present inside the D1 and D2 are combined only in one dictionary. So we have combined inside the D1. Now let's run these 3 lines of code in the Python interface to see the output. D2 dictionary. Now let's combine the values in D1. This is the shortcut which I have used. It means D1 equal to D1, this D2 means I will write the whole D1 equal to D1 D2. We have used a shortcut here. Now let's print the D1 dictionary. See the output. Now we have combined the values of D1 and D2 in D1. Now see the next shortcut. We are able to convert a list to a string with the help of the join function. Now we have the list, that is data. We are able to join all the values present inside the data in a string with the help of the join function. Now let's run. Make a list. Data. What should we write? Write it on. Write. Comma. And on. Now let's combine. Print. Dot. Join. Now here, why I have given this space? Because we want to separate each element of the list with a space. Okay, that is why I left some space in this quotes. Now let's run. See the output, write and on. So this is a space. Okay, if we are not providing the space, then what would be our output? Then our output is write and on. There is no space. That is why we are providing here the space. I hope this difference is clear. Now see the next shortcut. Now the next is we are able to swap the values in Python without using the temporary value. Without using the temporary value. Now see, we have assigned the values to A and B, that is 9 and 10. Means A consists of 9 value, B consists of 10 value. Now I want to swap what I want B equal to 9 and A equal to 10. How can I do? Just write the variable names over here like this. Just flip the variable names. Let's run these 2 lines of code and see the output. A comma B equal to 9 comma 10. Now we can swap. Now let's print the value one by one to see the output. Run the code. Now you can see A consists of 10, B consists of 9. So we have swapped the values. Now see the next shortcut. Now next is we are able to remove the duplicates from the list with the help of the set data structures. So here is a list T consists of duplicate elements 1 and 2. Now what we want in the output, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Right? So we are able to achieve with the help of the set data structure. Now let's run these two lines of code in the Python interface to see the output. Make a list. Now print, want to print the list. Before print the list, I'm going to use the set function, pass the value, the name of the list, see the output. Now you can see we have removed the duplicates and our output is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now see the next shortcut. I think it is the last one. That is, we are able to unzip or unpack a collection of items. Now, where we are collecting the items? Inside a list, tuple, or a set. So we are able to extract the values into a different variables. Okay, so how? If we have the list, name, subjects, it consists of the 3 elements. Now we are able to extract these elements in different variables. We are taking the 3 variable names and we are just assigning the name of the list over here. And we are able to print these variable names and they consist of these elements which are present inside the list. Now let's run these lines of code in the Python interface to see the output. Now we have the 3 elements inside the list. I'm going to take the 3 variables. I can just pass the name of the list. Print x, print y, print. Let's run the code to see the output. Now history, maths and science. So I hope it is clear to all of you. Thank you.